And now it's time for Stordy time. And in tonight's Stordy, it's the story of the Little Papi and the Prefab roof. That's right, little Pete. Now, you know the mammy? Well, the mammy and the pappy were talking earlier about lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of things. And the pappy said, Mammy, tonight's story will be the story of the little pappy and the prefab roof. And she went, yay, pappy, yay, a new story. And he went, that's right, Mammy. Now, when the little pappy was a little pappy, he went up to his mum in the kitchen. Mum, guess what? And she went, what is it, little pappy? Oh, I've had a brilliant stroke of genius. And what is it? You're going to go to the Barnabas Hill and find shrapnel from the Germans? No, Mum, this is even better. This is better than the bunker and everything. We're going to go and play at the top of the street, round the block, past Chan's Chippy, and then the other side of Fontels Road, past the Barnabas Hill, over there. Right. And does that mean you're going to be climbing on things and things like that? Well, there'll only be a little bit of climbing, like baby jumps. And she went, right, so if you're going to do baby jumps, you're going to have to make sure that you don't come back with a hole in your knee, or with a hole in your shoe, or a hole in your elbow sleeve, or anything like that at all. And he went, I won't, Mum, I won't. I just can't wait. This is going to be a proper adventure. It's going to be, I can't wait. I can't wait to tell Tony. And she said, well, you better hurry up, because you know what? What? If you don't tell him now, you won't be able to tell him before now. Okay then, Mum. See ya. And off he went. And she went, dear me, I'm more confused than he is. And off she went. And little Pappy went straight to Pauline's. And he shouted through the letterbox, now, Pauline. And Pauline came to the door with her favourite cereal in her favourite blue plastic bowl, and with the Baby Lucia and her doily cup. And little Pappy went, Baby Lucia, look at them lovely, lovely, rosy cheeks. Pauline, I've had a brilliant idea, but it's a secret. And she went, well, does that mean you can't tell me? No, it's a secret between me, you, the Baby Lucia, Tony, and Charlotte and Dolores, and that's it, no one else. And she went, well, what is it? And he went, guess what? There's a new prefab for us to climb. And she went, is it completely empty? And he went, yeah, they've only just moved out, Pauline. That means it's going to be perfect for us to knock down. And she went, I can't get too messy. And he went, no one's going to get messy, Pauline. No, we're going to be very careful at all times and observant of the warnings. And she went, what warnings? The warnings that our mums give us if we tell her the truth about where we're going. Oh, okay then. Well, just let me finish this cereal. I won't be too long. So Pauline finished her cereal as quickly as she could, and the Baby Lucia finished her doily cup as quickly as she could. And when they were done, Pauline took her empty blue plastic bowl and the Baby Lucia's empty doily cup with Mickey Mouse on the side that Joe gave her, straight to the kitchen sink. Then when she was done, she came straight back to the front door and she was ready to go. And little Pep said, right, Pauline, let's go and get Tony. So off they went to Tony's, where the little Pappy knocked at the door and shouted through the letterbox, now, Tony. And the Baby Lucia knocked too. Nee, And Tony came to the door with a nice jam bussy for himself and a little heart-shaped jam bussy for the Baby Lucia. There you go, Baby Lucia. It's Hovis. We haven't had Hovis for ages, and it's dead fresh. I was the first one up, and as soon as I got up, I made our jam bussies all ready. And guess what else? It's Howley's strawberry jam. And I made sure that the strawberries were good ones. Yay, yay me, yay. So Baby Lucia sat down on the step and ate her heart-shaped jam bussy as quickly as she could. And Tony ate his jam bussy as quickly as he could. And when he was done, he left some jam on one cheek and no jam on the other, which meant that he was ready. And Tony went, oh, that was great, that jam bussy. I wish you liked jam bussies, Little Papi. And Little Papi went, I do like them, Tony. I do like them. I just don't like them when they've got margarine and jam on them. And he went, right. All right, then. Right, what are we doing? And Little Papi said, oh, you're not going to believe this. Tony, guess what? There's an empty prefab just past Chan's Chippy. And Tony went, completely empty. Yeah. And are the windows still in it? And Little Papi said, well, no, they've gone. And he went, oh, but is the window frame still there? And he went, no, I think some big lads took the window frames to the scrappy. And he went, oh. But is it in one piece, ready to be knocked down? And Little Papi said, of course it is, Tony. I wouldn't take you to a prefab that we couldn't work on. And Tony went, right, all right then, I can't wait. Oh, let's get going. And Little Papi said, all right, let's go and get Charlotte and Dolores. And so they went round to Charlotte's and Dolores's, and there they were on the step. Hello, girls. And Charlotte went, oh, hello, everyone. What do you think of our new dungarees? And Tony went, they're the ones that you had on the other week. And Charlotte said, no, they're not. And then Dolores turned around and went, see, always fibbing. These ones are brand new on. We got them from Oaks and Humes, didn't we, Charlotte? Yeah. What we did was Dolores's mum and my mum put their money together and said, come on, we'll take you to get some nice new pants. And we went up there and he said, you can choose. And Dolores said, yeah. And guess what? Guess what, Pauline? And Pauline went, what? And she went, me mum almost. It came this close to me mum getting me a pair of brown corduroys. And Pauline went, oh my God, she didn't. And she went, yeah, she did. And Pauline went, oh, the shame. And she said, exactly, that's what we thought, wasn't it, Charlotte? Until Charlotte made it look like she was nearly going to cry. And then Tony said, and then what happened? I said, well, when her mum saw that she was nearly going to cry, she said, well, what about these? And pointed to the dungarees we wanted. And Tony said, that's really good. I think I'll use that. Little Papi said, you'll use it. As soon as I see me mum, I'm going to use it. Pauline said, I'm going to do it as well. Just pretend to cry. That's it. And Charlotte said, yeah, that's all I had to do. And not only that, I didn't even have to get me bottom lip all the way out. And Tony said, that's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And they look really nice. And Charlotte said, no, really, Judy, Tony, because God's watching you. And he went, yeah, they do. They look really nice. And so Little Papi said, right, here's the thing. You know, by chance, Chippy? And Dolores went, yeah. And Little Papi said, if you just go to the next street, over to Howley Street, then there's a prefab, and they've moved out. And Dolores said, is there any windows in it? And Tony said, that's what I said, and there isn't. And she went, and what about the window frames? Are they still there? And Tony said, no, all the window frames, it looks like big lads came and took them to the scrappy. And Dolores said, okay, so it'll be dead easy to get in. And then Tony said, yeah, but the thing is we're not taking any tools with us this time. And the Little Papi said, why not? I was going to get some hammers. And Tony said, no, because if we're walking down the street with hammers, someone will see us, tell someone else, they'll tell someone else, they'll tell someone else, and then they'll get back to me, Mum, and we'll get shouted back too early. And Little Papi said, that's genius, Tony, that's really... Oh, okay then, how are we going to knock it down? And Tony went, easy. We climb on the roof. You just have to follow my instructions. And Little Papi said, all right then. Okay, well, you can be the boss of this one then, Tony, can't you, Pauline? And Pauline said, yeah, you can be the boss of this demolition. And Little Papi said, yeah. What's a demolition? And Pauline said, it's a demolition where you demolish with a shilling. And he went, okay then. Right, let's go. Everyone, prepare for destruction. And so off they all went. And then they came, I have to turn the box round. Right. Then they came to the prefab. And Tony said, it's a really good one. It's a really, really good one. What does it say? And the Little Papi said, it says, someone's wrote, no crying on the roof. And Tony said, as if we're going to cry. We're experts. We've just got to get on the roof, that's all. And then Baby Lucia came over and said, on the roof. And Tony said, what did she say, Little Papi? And he said, it's all right, Baby Lucia, we'll get someone to help you up on the roof. Come on, Pauline. So then Pauline came over. And she went, right, it's going to be easy getting on there. And Tony said, yeah, but I'm first because I'm the boss of this demolition. And then Tony and Little Papi said, Pauline, just tell me one more time. Is it called demolition? And Pauline went, yeah. And what does it mean? I just told you what it meant. It meant you've got to do things for a shilling. And he went, I haven't got a shilling. And she went, all right, doesn't matter. And Tony said, look, I've got a better idea. We'll just knock it down as much as we can. And Dolores said, okay, well, who's going to get Baby Lucia on the roof? And Pauline said, I'll get her on the roof. It's okay. Baby Lucia, you stay with me until Tony says it's safe. And Little Papi said, right, Tony, go on, get up there. Tony said, all right, this is going to be easy. Right. Ew. Oh, just a minute. Try again. Ew. Oh. Little Papi said, you've got to do it by the time I count to 10. He went, all right. 1, 2, hang on, a further run. 3, I'm on. Oh, nearly scraped me belly. Right, okay, all right, I'm on. Now, you've got to come up next, Pauline, with Baby Lucia. And Pauline said, no, we've got to wait for Little Papi. Little Papi, get on. Little Papi said, I'm going to need a lift up, Pauline. And she went, all right. So Pauline joined her hands together. And then the Little Papi put his foot in her hands. And she went, you ready? And he went, yeah. She said, okay. And she thrust him up onto the roof. It's great up here. And then Tony said, right, okay. And don't forget, I'm the boss. I'll give you the instructions. And Little Papi said, okay. And so Tony said, right, okay, Pauline, it's nice and safe up here. And Dolores said, but it doesn't look too safe. It doesn't look too safe, Tony. And Tony said, Dolores, I'm an expert. Of course it's safe. Look, you can jump on the roof and everything. And he fell through the roof. And he went, And Pauline went, so you're all right? And he went, I don't know. And the Little Papi was like that. Tony, are you all right? And Pauline said, stop laughing at him. Are you all right down there, Tony? And Tony went, yeah. I scraped me belly. And she went, oh, it's all right, you scraped it before. And he went, no, not like this. I'm injured now. And Pauline said, well, come on then, get out. And he went, I can't. And so he was like that, because he fell through the roof in the prefab. And little Papi said, Tony, it's all right. We'll rescue you. And don't cry, it said. It said no crying. He went, I'm not crying. I'm just nearly crying. And he went, all right, Dolores. And Dolores came over and she went, yes, I can't come on that roof. And little Papi said, what do you mean you can't come on the roof? get on the roof, Dolores. And Pauline said, yeah, go on, Dolores, go up there. And Dolores said, no, my mum said that if I was going to play out, I can't do any climbing today in these new done greens. And neither can Charlotte, can you, Charlotte? And Charlotte went, I'm sorry to say, that is true. We can't go up there because Tony's fell through the roof. And Pauline said, okay, we've got to get him out. And Dolores said, no, we'll be nurses like this, waiting by the ambulance. And Tony went, I don't need an ambulance, I just need you to get me out. And Dolores said, patience, Tony, patience. Oh, you are the patient. Pauline, go on, you and Little Papi get him out. And then Baby Lucia went, oh, my dear, but you see my knee. Oh, my knee. Oh, on the boss is so bad. And Tony went, what did she say? And Little Papi said, that sounds like a cry, Tony. He went, it's not. What did she say? He said, she just said, hurry up and get Tony out, because he must be ready, nearly ready to cry. And he went, I'm not ready to cry. And so Baby Lucia, Pauline said, Baby Lucia, you just wait there by Charlotte. And so Pauline said, right, I'm getting up. And then Pauline took a run and she jumped to the other side of the roof. Oh, it's really far down there, Tony. And he went, oh no, you've got to get me out. And she went, well, you have to stand up. He went, I can't because I've hurt my belly. And she went, that's on the front of you and you're lying on your back. And he went, I know, but like, come down and get me. And Pauline said, I'm not coming down there. And Little Papi said, no, Tony, that's too much. We can't come down there in case something happens to us. And Tony went, what do you mean nothing's going to happen to you? You're just going to help me out. And Little Papi said, all right, look, stay still, perfectly still. This is a job for international rescue, Pauline. And she goes, okay, Little Papi, go on, be careful. He said, Tony, I'm just going to climb down the bit that fell in. Like that. And so Little Papi climbed on the roof that had tipped inside the prefab. And it, okay, I'm nearly down, Tony. I'm nearly down. And then the Little Papi got inside the prefab. He said, right, I'm inside. It's dark in here. Spiders and earwigs and everything. And Tony went, and Little Papi said, right, Tony, come on, you've just got bits of plaster on you and things like that. Bits of wood. Yeah, I'll help you up. So Little Papi brushed all the muck off Tony and then he got him to stand up. And he said, right, Tony, you've got to help me get out. And Tony went, I can't, I'm wounded. No, you're not. You're not wounded. You've got to push me up the roof. And Tony went, okay, I'm going, And so we pushed the Little Papi up. The Little Papi climbed up and he went, that was really dangerous, that, Pauline. And Pauline said, well, you seem all right, Tony, come on, we're hungry. And he went, hungry? I've just had a major accident, let me get out. And Tony started crawling up the roof. And Little Papi said, you're nearly out, Tony, you're nearly out, it's all right. It's all right. Pauline, check his heartbeat. And she went, what for? He's climbing, it's all right. And she went, he went, all right then. Stand by, nurses. And Dolores and Charlotte said, we're standing by. And Tony went, me belly, me poor belly. And then Baby Lucia went, I need a belly knee. Do push up, but there's how much it. Nobody on your belly. And Tony went, don't touch it. And Baby Lucia had a look and went, Pauline, it's out of the knee belly. And Pauline said, it's okay, let me just climb down. Tony, did it hurt? And he went, what do you mean did it hurt? I nearly died. And Pauline said, yeah, but no, he's not crying, Little Papi. And Little Papi said, okay then, because that'd be really bad, that, Tony. And so Little Papi climbed down. He went, right, you're not going in, are you? And Tony went, I've got to put a plaster on my belly. And Pauline said, Dolores, Charlotte, you'll have to get him a plaster. And Dolores said, okay, I won't be a minute. This is a an emergency. And so she ran off. And after a short while, she came back and she went, I've got a damp clot. And Tony went, where did you get it? And she went, out of the dishes. And he went, oh, okay then. So Charlotte lifted Tony's jumper up and then Dolores wiped away. She wiped away the muck of Tony's belly. Right, there it is. Now it's all ready for the plaster. And Tony went, oh, it's stinging now. And Pauline went, yeah, but it's not bleeding. It's just scraped. And Tony said, and Little Papi went, that's right. Remember that time when the Germans, when we had that raid, and then that brick hit me on the side of the head? And Tony went, the one that I threw. And Little Papi said, exactly, that one. That was the worst thing that ever happened to my head. And the thing is that was just grazed, my mum said. And Tony went, yeah. And he went, and it was worse than that. And Tony went, no, it wasn't. Look, me guts are nearly hanging out. And so Dolores checked again. And said, right, there you go, nice and clean, plastered on, all done. Oh, we're part of the ambulance brigade. And Pauline said, I don't think it's called the ambulance brigade. And Dolores said, no, it is in other countries. And Pauline went, oh, okay. Little Papi said, right, Tony, you survived. But let's have a look at that prefab, because we have to come back and finish the job. And Tony said, what do you mean finish the job? I'm not climbing up there again. And Little Papi went, Tony. That's a prefab, almost knocked down. All we've got to do now is start on the walls. And Pauline said, I think it's best if we leave that till tomorrow. And Little Papi went, but big lads will come and they'll knock it down first. And Pauline went, no, they won't, because it's nearly tea time. And Little Papi said, oh, yeah, that's right. I mean, Mum's doing roasties. See ya. And Pauline went, oh, wait a minute, Little Papi. And he went, what? And she went, you can't just leave the afflicted like that. And it's, oh, right, okay. She went, you have to help him home. And he went, oh, okay, then come on, Tony. Tony went, thanks. The best mate that I've ever had. And then the Little Papi said, wait a minute, we've all forgot the now legendary song. And Tony went, what legendary song? And he went, putting on the agony, putting on the agony, putting on the agony. And Tony went, great, that. Thanks. The end. Now, did you like that story, Little Pete? And would you like to be all snuggled up with the mammy and with Tony and Pauline and Baby Lucia and Charlotte and Dolores and little Joni and her baby and Marvin and Al and all nice and snuggled up together so that you can watch the story of the Little Papi and the prefab roof? Then that's what we will do. Now, everyone, let's get ready and give our beautiful, precious mammy a nice love and a hug. Come on, Dolores. Come on, Charlotte. Come on, Baby Lucia. That's okay. When we get your dirty cup, you'll be able to bring that with you. There you go. Up. Right, come on, Tony. And there you go. Come on, Pauline. And there we all are. And all that's left is for me to say, night, night, everyone.